Contents. Prologue. Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Chapter 5. Chapter 6. Chapter 7. Chapter 8. Chapter 9. Chapter 10. Chapter 11. Chapter 12. Chapter 13. Chapter 14. Chapter 15. Chapter 16. Chapter 17. Chapter 18. Chapter 19. Chapter 20. Chapter 21. Chapter 22. Chapter 23. Prologue. The Asylum's Awakening. The year was 1947, and the old asylum loomed over the landscape like a silent sentinel, its crumbling facade bearing witness to decades of despair. Located on the outskirts of a small, isolated town, the building had once been a beacon of hope for those suffering from mental illness. Now, it stood as a decaying monument to forgotten promises and abandoned souls. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of mildew and decay. The corridors, once bustling with activity, were now silent except for the occasional drip of water from a leaking pipe or the scurry of a rat along the cracked linoleum floor. The walls were adorned with peeling paint, and the windows, long since caked with grime, allowed only the faintest hint of daylight to penetrate the darkness. In the heart of the asylum, deep within its labyrinthine halls, a group of men gathered in what had once been the director's office. The room was spacious, with high ceilings and walls lined with bookshelves that sagged under the weight of dusty tomes. A large oak desk dominated the center, its surface cluttered with papers, medical instruments, and a peculiar array of objects that hinted at the nature of the evening's activities. Dr. Richard Blake stood by the desk, his eyes fixed on the pages of an ancient-looking journal. The leather-bound book was worn, its edges frayed from years of use. Richard's hands trembled slightly as he turned the page, revealing a diagram filled with symbols and notations in a language that was not entirely familiar to him. He had spent years piecing together the fragmented knowledge contained within the journal, knowledge that had been passed down through generations and shrouded in secrecy. The other men in the room, his colleagues in this endeavor, watched him intently. They were all respected figures in the field of psychiatry, though their reputations were often marred by whispers of unorthodox practices. Each of them had been drawn to this place by the promise of groundbreaking discoveries, driven by a shared belief that the human mind held untapped potential that could be unlocked, controlled, and perhaps even weaponized. "Is it ready?" Dr. Joseph Grayson, a tall, thin...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?